But look at all Trump's children, they are all doing very well. He must be doing something right. He must be doing something right. Many Africans despise Donald Trump. They say he's a racist.
Everybody's always blaming me for everything.
They said he wasn't going to win, he was going to jail. They almost killed him. Donald Trump, we are going to put his ass in jail. And I keep sending messages to them. When is Donald Trump going to jail?
When they impeach you, you keep fighting. When they indict you, you keep fighting. And when an assassin's bullet strikes you, you don't lay down. You get up, you stand strong, and you keep fighting.
Trump says, I need one more indictment and then I'll win. And he got one more indictment and then he won. How many people can take a shot and he glanced through the air? Bodyguards are on him. He says, let me show my fist. I want to pump my fist.
Take a look at what happened.
When they took a shot at my hero, and they tried to kill the next president of the United States, enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again.
And what are Democrats doing? They are importing votes through Mexico, through Texas, through Arizona. China produces everything for America. All the factories in America are almost shut down. And do you know who owns the industries in China? A lot of Americans. A lot of people from Western Europe. I'm rooting for America. Why? Because I'm selfish. I know a strong America will stop China from taking over Africa. If America is weak, China will take over Africa. If it was black people that is having a bomb, this atomic bomb, the way America and Russia are having it now, they would have destroyed the world already. Black man cannot plan. Black man has no vision. In America today, you don't even know who is male or who is female anymore. You used to have male and female. Later on, we now have male, female, and gay. Later on, it changed to male, female, gay, and transgender. I support America because a strong America will buy time for Africa. I see Donald Trump as a 21st century messiah of America.
America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. Frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond.
I see him as somebody that is going to save America. Many Nigerians, they despise Donald Trump. Many Africans despise Donald Trump. In fact, 99% of black people despise Donald Trump. They say he's a racist.
Before we go too far, I've got something to tell you.
Excuse me, but I've got something to tell you first. Thank you for ruining my life.
Ashley!
What did you do?
Everybody's always blaming me for everything.
Where's the evidence? You can't find any. He's a racist. And his last daughter, Tiffany, is married to a Lebanese who is a Nigerian.
Donald Trump's fourth child, Tiffany Trump, has been the least political of her adult siblings, but that is starting to change.
Good evening. I'm Tiffany Trump. A vote for my father, Donald J. Trump, is a vote to uphold our American ideals. Be true to yourself and stay true to the dream of America.
He's a racist, and his daughter is married to a Jewish man. Those people that are claiming that he's a racist will not even allow their children to marry somebody that is not white. So there's a lot of hypocrisy among Nigerians that are criticizing him. Why are Nigerians criticizing Donald Trump? They are doing that because they see Donald Trump as somebody who is going to repatriate or reduce the number of Nigerians or Africans that can enter America. But look at it this way. We are here now in Nigeria. Suppose we find so many people coming in from Niger Republic to dominate Nigeria. What will be our first instinct? Is to stop them. So Donald Trump is saying, look, so many people are entering America. Let's stop them. He's doing what is right for America. It doesn't matter whatever you think about him. They said he wasn't going to win. He was going to jail after he lost the 2020 election. They almost killed him. People that I know, they'll say, Donald Trump, we are going to put his ass in jail. And I keep sending messages to them. When is Donald Trump going to jail? Now, nobody is talking about that anymore. Today, America is outsourcing all its production to China. China produces everything for America. All the factories in America are almost shut down because everything is now produced in China. And do you know who owns the industries in China? A lot of Americans. A lot of people from Western Europe. They are the ones that own all these industries. And Trump is saying, I'm going to put tariff. It should be so high that you can't sell. What does he want? He wants people or entrepreneurs to come back to America and reinvest in manufacturing in America. China consumes 3 times more electricity than America. China produces more electricity, 3 times more than America. China consumes more concrete, 28 times more than America. China produces more cars, almost 68 million compared to 15 million that America is producing. China is doing everything more than America in such a huge scale. So Donald Trump is trying to ensure that Americans don't forget what they learned how to do. When you are manufacturing aircraft or vehicles, if you stop doing that and you allow China to be producing it for you, it will come to a time where America will not be able to produce those things anymore. Because the human mind is set up in such a way that you will be able to do what you repeat every day, you get better. If you are a surgeon and you are promoted to the position of a CMD, you are now doing more administrative work. The person that is doing surgery every day will now know it better than you that is now a CMD. It's human nature. Whatever you do repeatedly and often, you get better at it. So if America is now producing all its finished products in China, it will come to a time where you won't have anybody in America that can do it anymore. And that will be the beginning of the end of America. Trump is trying to stop that, and I think he's going to do a great job.
And ladies and gentlemen, look who is now making his way to the world-famous octagon, flanked by UFC CEO Dana White, 45, soon to be 47, President-elect Donald Trump.
You know, America, they employ what you call Electoral College votes. Electoral College. And that is made to checkmate lopsidedness. You see what is going on in Nigeria today now. There's election going on. Once Lagos State brings a vote, Kano brings vote, and they vote together, the election is almost won. That cannot happen in America, because they'll make sure that each state has some measure of electoral vote. So to win, you must win in majority of the states to be able to win an election. So in that case, you can have a situation where somebody that gets more popular vote will lose the election to somebody that gets less, because he cannot get 270 electoral college votes. And that's what you need to win the election. So Americans, they were just quiet. If you look at the democratic map of America, the political map, the whole of the eastern corridor, from north to south, blue state Democrats. All along the coast in the western corridor, all Democrats. But in between, we are Republicans. And who are these people? People that are living in Los Angeles, living in San Francisco, in the urban areas, They are the people that are liberals. They have forgotten the core values. They are the ones that are talking about transgender. In America today, you don't even know who is male or who is female anymore. You used to have male and female. Later on, we now have male, female, and gay. Later on, it changed to male, female, gay, and transgender. Later on, it changed to male, female, gay, transgender, and queer. Later on, it changed from male, female, transgender, queer, and we don't even know what else they are adding to it anymore. So you go into a toilet in America, you see up to about 5 different sets. You don't know where to go. They are bringing sanity to it. The white people just kept quiet. They were not making noise. And a lot of noise was coming from the Democrats. And what are Democrats doing? They are importing votes through the southern states, through Mexico, through Texas, through Arizona, bringing in people. They just bring them in because they know that eventually those people that will come in, because they are coming in as gaining support from the Democratic Party, they will always vote Democrats. The Democratic Party has destroyed the black family in America. Why? Let me explain. You have a child that is 18 years old, and she knows that if she can just get pregnant, she will get a house, an apartment. She will get food stamp for herself and her children. Why would that child go and study chemistry? Why would that child go and study physics? So you now see a lot of black people from one generation to another, they are living on government as food stamp. And they believe that the Democrats are the ones that are helping them because they are giving them free meal, free food. Whereas in the end, they are the ones destroying them. The Democrats will want black people to believe that they love them. But who loves you? Someone that asks you to go and work, go to school, or the one that gives you money, just enough money for you to survive, stop you from doing the hard work, do not encourage you to go to school? Is that person really helping you? But they not believe that that person is helping them. And so the black leadership misled the black people in America. The only person that I believe was trying to do a good job is Booker T. Washington. People talk about Martin Luther King. I see Martin Luther King as somebody that came to speak English. Let's give our people a vote and whatnot. But what black people needed was somebody that would tell them, go and work hard. Go and study. Booker T. Washington said, you have to value the dignity of labor. Black people in America, today they are surprised. They see Nigerians come in poor. After 5 years, they have universities degree and they earn more money than them. They are now becoming jealous. Because the black man that is coming from Nigeria knows what poverty is. So he knows that he needs that education to survive. So he gets the education and gets a good job, gets a good house. And so black Americans are looking at Nigerians now and say, what's the magic? Why is it that Nigerians, they come, first generation, they have their children, all their children are going to university. Whereas black people, they are looking for how to play basketball, how to play football. Everybody wants to become a movie star. It's not possible. Because if you need about 5 million people try to become a movie star, how many movie stars do you need? How many musicians do you need? How many people can play basketball? Not many. You need to go to school and do the hard job. And the black leadership is misleading them using the Democratic Party as a platform.
And we're going to be proud of our country again. Right now, we're not so proud of our country. We're going to be very proud of our country again. It's going to be better than ever before. It's going to be more successful than ever before. We're going to be more respected throughout the world than ever before. Countries are going to respect us again. They already do, actually.
Donald Trump is a man full of confidence. Full of confidence. You know, Donald Trump, he worked with his father, and while his father was alive, he already built an empire for himself. His father was building houses in in New York, government houses. That's how his father made money. But Donald Trump came, he saw the opportunity and started building skyscrapers. His father was building about 4 or 5-story building, and he was building 30-story building, 50-story buildings. His father was very happy, was very proud of him. And he had his difficulties because he had some casino that did not flourish, and the loan became a problem for him. And many people really hated his guts because Trump is a person that will just tell you the truth the way it is. That's what I love about him. 2 things I love about Trump: his self-confidence and his honesty. He tells you the way it is. He doesn't pretend. And so when you see someone like Trump, he survived through a lot of effort. He almost went completely bankrupt. At the time, all the people that borrowed him money sat down and said, okay, let's close the business down. And Trump sat down, he agreed with them, said, okay, bring me the pen, let me sign. They were surprised that he was ready to sign. Said, okay, you can take everything. And then he came back and said, no, if we take this business from this man, can we run it? And they came back to him and said, okay, let's see how we can control your spending. You know, Donald Trump, he lives in a big way.
You know, you look much richer in person.
Donald Trump, if you want to look at richest people in America, Donald Trump's wealth is probably about 2 billion or 3 billion. You have other people that are 400, 300 or something billion. But they can't compare with Donald Trump. Donald Trump lives like a president. He lives like a president, but not in a foolish way, in an intelligent way. He knows that if he has a jet of his own that will take him everywhere, it will put him on a pedestal that many people don't belong to. Now, if he gets to any city, he wants to move from one point to another, he has his own helicopter that looks like that of the president that will take him there, written Trump. People that have 500 times more money than him cannot even dare it. But Trump will do it because he knows what he wants. He wants to build a certain persona about himself, which he succeeded in doing. And he let people believe in him so much that when people were witch hunting him, they couldn't. Imagine a woman that's a prostitute, a call girl, said after 28 years, I don't know how long, Donald Trump came and touched her butt with just one finger. So they are investigating him for that. Any small thing, they want to investigate him. 38 indictments. And they wanted to stop him. But they couldn't, because you can't hide the truth. The Americans that are really Americans, they realize that, oh, this man is being witch hunted, and they ignored all the indictment. Trump says, I need one more indictment, and then I'll win. And he got one more indictment, and then he won. Imagine somebody that was shot at. How many people can take a shot and he glanced through the air? He goes down. All his bodyguards are on him. He says, let me show my fist. I want to pump my fist. Get off me, I want to pump my fist. So they got off him and he said, fight, fight, fight.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
When they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States, enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again. As an entertainer.
According to Elon Musk, he said when he saw that, he knew that that's the man he's going to vote for. Somebody that in the face of death was not scared. How many people can do that? How many people? If you hear a shot here now, you will jump away from here immediately. But Trump stood there and he had the courage to say, fight, fight, fight. And then 2 weeks later or so, at his golf course again, They almost killed him. Somebody was ready to shoot him because one of the Secret Service agent was vigilant. He was able to discover it. Otherwise, Trump's supposed to be buried underground by now, but he's going to be sworn in as the president of America.
When they impeach you, you keep fighting. When they indict you, you keep fighting. And when an assassin's bullet strikes you, you don't lay down. You get up, you stand strong, and you keep fighting, right?
I am rooting for America. Why? Because I'm selfish. I know a strong America will stop China from taking over Africa. If America is weak, China will take over Africa. And I just try to buy time. That is why I'm talking about industrialization. If you don't industrialize, we shall perish. If you wait for other countries to supply all your finished product, you are not a human being. You are an animal. If you think we are human beings, you are not serious. Until we start manufacturing what we are consuming, we are not human beings yet. We are just here by the grace of white people. Because the day they will say, let's get rid of black people, we can't stop them. Can we? We cannot stop them. If white people get together today and say, let's get rid of black people so we can take over Africa, it's done. It's done. We are here by their grace. Because if we were the one that had all this technological power, we wipe them out. If it was black people that is having a bomb, this atomic bomb, the way America and Russia are having it now, they would have destroyed the world already. Black man cannot plan. Black man has no vision. And so I support America because a strong America will buy time for Africa. We stop China from taking over Africa. Do you know why? Half of China is the Himalayas. The whole of Western China is all mountains. People cannot live there. They only live on the eastern side. And there are 1.6 billion people. So what do they need? Land. Where can they get the land? They can't get it from America. They can't get it from South America. Those ones, they can defend themselves. They cannot get it from Middle East. So where can they go and fight? And they don't have any resistance. It's Africa. And the Chinese are coming. So I root for Trump because Trump is a brilliant fellow, and for selfish reasons, if he gets America to be stronger than what it is now, to give us more time to get our act together. Because if we start manufacturing process in Africa, within 10 years, you'll see a big difference. Within 10 years. The camera you are using now, the microphone, the loudspeaker, even the stand, the shoe you are wearing, the wristwatch, the telephone, everything is manufactured outside Africa. Where do we stand? Nowhere. But we are arrogant and full of ignorance. We don't know that we do not know. That is the biggest problem. Because if you know that you don't know, you say, okay, I don't know, so I want to know. But when you don't know that you don't know, you think you already know, and you continue to wallow in your stupidity. The black man needs to wake up. We are just here by the grace of white people. And we don't even know that. I hear the Panamanian president telling Trump, oh, you can't take over Panama. If they send a warship there, in 6 hours, the whole place is gone. It's having to just sit down and say, please, let's discuss, let's negotiate. It's boasting. And when you boast like that, they can declare it to be a national emergency, and now he needs to sign a presidential order. When they arrested Emmanuel Noriega in Panama at that time, America sent his 82nd Airborne Unit there. And within 5 hours, they took over the place and got the man arrested and took him to America. So when people are making noise, I just wonder about them. You see people that are stronger than you and they are threatening you. So you have to be quiet. It's like the Nigerian government president threatening a local government chairman, and you'll be boasting, can't do anything. You will send people to just pick you up. And that is it. During the Second World War, Hitler was there fighting. And the Pope was saying, Hitler must stop all this war. No, not Hitler, I mean Stalin of Russia, of Soviet Union. He was being very brutal and the Pope was making complaints about him. And then he called his people, he said, how many divisions does this Pope have? They said he doesn't have any divisions. So why is he talking? Because Second World War, that era, you know who's going to be able to win a fight by the number of divisions that you have. So how many divisions do they have at the Vatican? Say they don't have any. Say, why is he talking now? He should be quiet. And that's what we are saying here now. Africa is always making noise. Look at this young man. He's doing very well, but he's not doing well. The man in Burkina Faso. I like what he's doing. I see him as Peter Obi, saving money, not being reckless, being prudent with money. But you need to do more than that. You need to do more than that.
Looking at production and industrialization.
Yes. Just going to buy agricultural machines I used to farm and bring it to that place. It's not enough. You're not doing anything yet. The first thing you should ask yourself, how do we start melting the elements? Because if you want to manufacture anything, the first thing is to be able to melt it. And what you need is electricity. So you should ask, how many megawatts have they added since it came? It's now almost 2 years. Otherwise, if we just continue like that for 10 years, people will get frustrated and say, what is this man doing, sir? He's not doing anything. Until we start producing, we cannot produce everything at once. Let's start gradually, one by one. Let's take one item. Okay, as a matter of national interest, let's start manufacturing this. And what do you need? You need power. How do you get the power? Figure it out. Maybe they have coal there or whatever. If you have coal, South Africa doesn't have oil. They're using coal. They are the #1 industrialized country in Africa, by far. Look at Trump. Trump doesn't look 80 to me. Look at Biden. Biden looks like 100 years, and Trump is looking 80. I know DNA has a lot to do with that, but Trump doesn't, he only drink water. Doesn't drink Fanta, doesn't drink coffee, doesn't drink beer, doesn't drink wine, only water. Look at his children. It's difficult to put your children in the right perspective, but look at all Trump's children. They are all doing very well. He must be doing something right. He must be doing something right.
Donald Trump has 5 children from 3 different marriages. His first marriage to model and businesswoman Ivana Trump resulted in 3 children. Donald Jr., Ivanka and Eric, who have all worked for the Trump organization. And they've spent plenty of time in the spotlight, supporting their dad's political career.
Never have I been more proud to be a Trump. Never have I been more proud to be my father's son.
In 2017, Trump's oldest daughter, Ivanka, and her husband, Jared Kushner, joined the administration as unpaid special advisors.
Because of the opportunities I've been afforded my whole life, I felt an obligation to seize this moment and join the administration.
Ivanka and Jared represented the United States abroad, meeting with world leaders.
Look at Elon Musk. His first son is a transgender. There's one black actor. He's very famous. He's a black, very famous. And his daughter is married to a woman. She's the husband of another woman. And that man is very, very cerebral. So to be able to raise children at that discipline is a big challenge. I know what I'm facing in my own family. It's a big challenge.
Barron has been credited with helping his father win over Gen Z voters and help to pick influential podcasts for Trump to appear on. Barron's public appearances have drawn a lot of attention. In 2016, a young Barron was seen yawning his way through his father's speeches. He now draws attention for his height.
And I know that Barron's watching, good old Barron. I said, you're going to be a basketball player. I said, well, I like soccer, Dad, actually. I said, at your height, I like basketball better, but sometimes you can't talk them into everything.
Barron is currently attending university in New York, where his mother, Melania, is also expected to spend much of her time in the coming years.
So Trump is a quintessential successful person that you can use as a parameter of measurement. He has done it all. I see Trump going to 100. Last night, he stood with his wife and they did fireworks at his Virginia golf course club. Brilliant firework. For almost 1 hour, fireworks just exploding everywhere. He knows how to get the imagination of people. He knows how to capture the crowd. And he's a unique man, very, very unique. People can be envious of him, but I'm proud of him because he's doing what many people cannot do.
I've been called out by everybody for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Homer Simpson, Mike Tyson, Vince McMahon, like everybody's going crazy over this thing. I guess they want to see whether or not it's my real hair, which it is. So here's what I'm going to do. Miss Universe and Miss USA, I own it. They're here. They're going to really do a number on me. I'm challenging President Obama, my son Donald, my son Eric. Let's go, ladies. What a mess.
And for me, what's my advice to the leadership of black countries? What you don't know, look for people that know it. You don't have to know how to manufacture things. Just decide that I want my country to be a manufacturing country, not assembly. I see people, they bring solar panel, assemble, they say, we are making solar panel in Nigeria. I heard some people say they are now making telephone in Rwanda because they brought parts and assembled it. That's delusionary. We're not asking people to come and assemble things. We want people to come here and manufacture the things from the elements and use it to manufacture whatever product that you want to manufacture. You take sand. This telephone is all sand, silicon. The whole phone you're looking at, the whole solar panel is all sand. So you take the same sand and manufacture the telephone. It is possible, and there's no magic to it. What do? Bring the best people that know how to do it from Europe and America and put them here. Get the best machines, let Nigerians be the owner, and let the white people work for us, and they start producing, and Nigerians will start learning how to do it. In 10 years, you see that we will teach them how to do it. But you need that person that has the imagination to say, I want my country to do this. If you don't have that vision, you have no business in government. That is the reality. You don't have to be somebody that knows how to do it. No, you don't have to. You just have to have the vision, and then you bring people together to get these things done. Look. There are certain views that can never converge. When you have people that are homosexuals, they have taken over the whole place, and they are asking people who are straight to beat a hasty retreat. Imagine what they tried to do in Africa. Went to various countries in Africa, compelling them to endorse homosexuality as a matter of right. When you have people doing such things, you have to wonder about them. How do you change some people to become straight? They have already chosen that that's their own way of life. What we are saying to them, if that's what you like, go and do that privately in your bedroom. Don't impose it on others. But what they try to do is to see if they can impose it on everybody, to the extent that marriages don't last anymore. Is there anywhere you have a marriage where there will be no quarrel? So the first quarrel is, oh, I'm leaving. You will see a lawyer advertising in America. If you are married and you're not happy, don't worry. Just call me. I will prosecute the charges. If I win, you give me 20% of whatever your husband gives you. So if a woman hears that, any reason to quarrel, she's going to ask for a divorce because she needs the money. She needs the money. So when you have such system, it's completely corrupted, absolutely corrupted. And the only way to get things done is the way Trump is going to do it now, by fighting back. Do a pushback. You cannot discuss with them and say, oh, let's change. They will never change. The only way human beings understand is a pushback. Because Jeremy Bentham said, people understand only two stimuli, pleasure and pain. Look, The Catholic Church now in America, do you know they accept homosexuals as their priests? 30 years ago, was that possible? When I was in America, homosexuals were hiding. But now they dominate everywhere. How do you talk to such people? You already believe that they are right. And so if you believe you are right, those people that believe that they are right, they have gained the upper hand now. They should enforce it the way they did. Stop that border that is porous so that they don't get cheap votes. They are importing votes so they can really earn the vote. I want to repeat, the Democrats do not love black people more than the Republicans. They are pretending. Black people should go and learn how to get out of welfare and become serious, not blaming people every day. I see people from Nigeria, from Africa, they go and play football in America. Oh, they were shouting monkey, calling me monkey, monkey, monkey. I'm disappointed. I can't even concentrate. We are from Nigeria. You know how difficult it is here. You know how tribalism is here. Tribalism is worse than racism. So you left Africa where you can play football and you will even get $100,000 a year. You are being paid 10 million. Then you now complain that somebody calls you a monkey. Wave to him, I'm a monkey, I'm playing football. But you now sit down and be crying, you see, because they have now indoctrinated you with a new idea. Because somebody say you are a monkey, it has now affected your mind. You are now feeling bad. You are blabbing. Because if you leave that football field and go back to Africa, what you will get is worse. So if you to celebrate America, celebrate Western Europe for giving you the opportunity to earn money, to do what, if you had done in Nigeria, nobody will pay you for it. You now start complaining. You are ungrateful. And so that's the way it is. Trump has all my support that he'll be able to live long enough to enforce all the programs that he talked about. Because a strong America will give room for Africa to survive so that China will not run us over.